Get ready to match the stars. From Charlie's Angels, David Doyle, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Reilly, Ava Gabor, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Buddy Match Game 78. And now, here's the star of Match Game 78, Gene Rivers.
All together now. Hello, Johnny-O. Thank you for joining us. You're a very kind bunch. You're going to have a good time because we've got a whole bunch of grand and glorious people on this here now stage. I welcome you one and all. It's a pleasure to see your smiling faces. Well, some of you are smiling, and some of you are not.
I'm so
Why aren't you? You have nothing to smile about, do you?
I am inside.
Oh, inside,
Yeah.
yes. Would you please applaud Lynn DeLange and Dennis Nelson III? Applaud. Lynn DeLange is the current champ. She won the big one. $5,600 is accredited to her account. And she's happy about that, right, Lynn?
I sure am.
What are you going to do with it?
Well, actually, I'm going to put part of away to have another baby for the cost.
Oh, really? What does it cost to have a baby?
A lot.
A lot. More than $5,600?
No. Probably about $1,500.
Yeah. Now, you don't need any help in that department.
No, I'm fine there.
All right, you're on your own. What can I do for you, Dennis?
Well,
Are you all right
help me
today?
out. Well, I'm fine. I was fine yesterday.
Good. The score is now 3-1. You know that, right?
Right on.
And we're right in the middle of the game. And we'll go to the second and final round right after we go to this for you. Let's go. Here's the second and final round. Dennis, you have a choice again of A or B.
I'll try B.
B. Did you have A last time?
Right.
All right. You matched one person, and that was a person who sat in this position here. So
That wasn't me.
no, that was another person.
How depressing.
No, it was not depressing at all. You just pay attention here, and I'll check with you later. Sally said, I call my husband the spaceman because he has a lot of space between his blank.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, pardon me. Oh. I get it.
Okay.
Whew! Oh, well, now we were gonna... Yes, that's
Okay.
What? Now, wait a minute. I put it in this way.
Ava.
That's right.
I'm playing by myself. I'm not supposed to.
Oh, I see. You're going to start without us, eh?
I
All
just
right.
wanted on my own.
Right. Dennis, Sally said, I call my husband the spaceman because he has a lot of space between his blank.
His ears.
His ears. What are you oh-ohing about, David
Because
Doyle?
that's a very good answer.
Yes, it is.
Yes, I wasn't.
You're going to give us a rotten answer? Is that what you're
a
implying?
rotten one indeed.
All right. Get ready for this rotten answer, folks.
Well, I mean, I thought a little more along the tooth line.
Space between his teeth? Well, that's another possibility.
Right,
Yes,
right.
That's a better answer.
I love him. I know
Ears.
it.
You're
Ears
starting
are
out
much
with your winning ways again, right, David?
Yours is very good.
Yes. Now you.
Tell him not to encourage the natives. They'll come up here and spear him to death before the first commercial. But the trick is to match him.
Yeah.
Ears.
Yes. Okay. Charles?
Whenever a Gabor is on, she always brings her good jewelry. So go along with it.
Oh, I
Ears.
see. Ears. If you were playing, what would you have said?
I did what David did. I said teeth. But the only
Teeth.
Yeah, but they are so
Teeth.
hostile, that group.
Now, wait, what part of your anatomy is your teeth?
Well, put it wherever you want.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't want to see your answer. I'm sorry.
It's teeth.
Oh,
like your
teeth.
spelling.
Yeah. Well,
T-I-T-H.
T-I-T-H. That's what it says there. Okay. I didn't even know he had them.
You are a little tease, you know. You are.
Ears. Ears. All right, there's up to 4. Speaking of teeth.
What?
Ears. Yeah, where'd you get them their ears at? Wow. Look what Dennis did, Lynn. He's up to 5. Now, you have to match 2 to tie, but 3 can win it for you. Let's see now. Richard, you do not play. David and Brett, you do not play. So this is for you and Betty and Charles, if you please. Stella said...
What did Stella say?
I will tell you what Stella said. If you will give me a chance, darling. Thank you. This past Christmas, Santa Claus not only came into my house, but so did his reindeer. I could tell because my living room was filled with blank.
I can't spell that.
Richard will help you with the spelling, right, Richard?
Not that at all, but I'm thinking of.
Do not discuss it, Ava.
I shouldn't, but I can
Okay.
think it.
You don't play, David. He has a hard time, you know.
David, you see where it
when
says here? Don't write. Oh, you see. In the previous round...
Oh, sure it is.
Let me see. Right. Okay, Linda Lange, are you ready? Oh, we're not ready for you. Ava, Betty, and Charles, here we go.
This might be the end of your show.
It might be the end of you, too, darling. Stella said this past Christmas, Santa Claus not only came into my house, but so did his reindeer. I could tell because my living room was filled with blank.
Reindeer droppings or...
Reindeer droppings.
You know what
okay?
I mean.
Charles? She said reindeer dropping.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I've been doing the show 4.5 years, right? David turned to me and said, "How did you know reindeer droppings was the answer?" I said, on this show with that kind of question, it's the only answer.
No, there are other possibilities here.
You want to bet?
They could attract snow into the living room carpet and all that
Sure,
sort
hon.
of thing.
Sure.
Hello,
Dream
Charles.
on.
Show us your answer, Charles.
All that over with now.
Yes, it is. They're not even playing.
I said reindeer chips and antler polish.
Reindeer chips and antler polish. All right. Score is now 5-4. Ava, what about this? As reindeer came into the house also, I could tell because my living room was filled with
Chips.
chips.
You know.
That's enough. No further
Anything else?
explanations are necessary. I thank you. The score is now tied 5-5. And Lynn, if you match Betty White, you win the game. If not, we'll go to the tiebreaker. Okay, Miss Betty White, honey.
Nobody ever heard of little hoof prints, little things like that?
Yes.
Right, remember that old song, Dear Doo-Doo, Doo-Doo.
Well, Dennis Nelson III, it was a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Pleasure, sir.
We're going to send you some gifts.
Thank
from
you.
Match Game 78.
Been a
Thank you for
pleasure.
being with us.
Thank you.
Dennis Nelson III, nifty fellow. Now we've got some nifty messages just for you. Here we are with Linda Lange. You remember her. It's her second trip up here. She went all the way and won over $5,000 in her first game, and now let's see how she does in her second game. We polled a bunch of people who came into the studio not too long ago, said, write down your best answer to this. One last blank. Now, remember, Lynn, how it goes? If you match the answer they wrote down most frequently, you get $500. For matching their second most popular answer, you get $250. And for matching the third, you get $100. 3 of the 6 will help you.
Richard, please.
One last time.
One last time. Really? I'm sorry about that, Richard.
Betty.
One last laugh.
One last laugh.
Brett.
What I'm always threatening Charles with. One last chance.
One last chance. Okay. One last time, one last chance, and one last laugh. Those are the 3 that the celebrities have given you. Now you have the option of choosing one of those or giving us one of your own. What is your pleasure?
Chance.
You want the chance, okay? That's the answer that Brett gave you. Let's find out if it's up there, and if so, where? May we see the $100 response? One last kiss.
One kiss, one kiss.
Well, no, one last kiss was
That's from what?
from a Broadway musical.
That had who in it?
Conrad Birdie sang it.
Right.
Yes. It's a show that Charles and I worked in at the same time on Broadway called Bye Bye Birdie.
Birdie.
May we see the $250 response? One last time was up there, the one Richard gave you. Listen, she might have done it. What do you think? Is it going to be up there? Okay, Ari, go! Yeah! Very good judgment. Well, Lynn's okay. Good game player. Another $500? No, you're going to play for 10 times that amount or the $5,000. This is the second time you've done that. Now, remember, you have to match one celebrity exactly.
Richard.
Okay, you did it before. Let's see if you do it again. Good luck to you, Lynn. Here it is, worth $5,000, and it says blank smoker. S-M-O-K-E-R. Blank smoker. Blank smoker. Now, Lynn, give us the answer that Richard has written on the card. We give you $5,000.
Non-smoker.
Non-smoker. Non-smoker is a common phrase these days. I don't think that's too bad. What's that? Chain smoker is what they're saying. Well, Richard, she says non-smoker will match you for the $5,000.
I said cigar.
Cigar smoker. Is there anything we can do to please you? I mean, we'll do it right now if you... Because I'm tired of hearing that groaning and moaning. Now, Lynn, you're going to meet another player right now, so let's welcome Ginny Mizek. Ginny Mizek.
Hi, Jim.
That's the way you say your name?
That's right, correct.
Ginny Mizek.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Where are you from, Ginny?
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
A nice place. I was there not too long ago.
You were there for the Winter Carnival, weren't you?
That's right. I was a Grand Marshal on the St. Paul Winter Carnival. Had a wonderful time, froze my blank off. But it's a beautiful place.
That's why I'm here. I
Yeah.
didn't want to freeze mine.
Yes. Anything else you'd like to talk about other than frozen
yes,
bottoms here?
Yes, okay. I have two daughters.
Yes.
Vicki is my eldest, which she's a teacher in Lakewood, New Jersey.
Right.
And my youngest one will be 18 and graduating this year. And a husband somewhere along the line.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Naturally. What's his name?
Frank.
Frank.
Yeah.
Okay. Good luck to you, Ginny. Shall we
Thank you.
begin?
Yes, please.
You may have A or B, my dear.
A, please.
A it is. Here's a new game, and everyone will participate. Have you heard about the Don Rickles doll?
No.
You haven't heard about the Don Rickles doll? Well, let me tell you about it. You wind it up, and it makes a nasty remark about your blank. The Don Rickles doll. You wind it up, and it makes a nasty remark about your blank. You're on your own.
Gotcha.
I have no idea.
You have no idea. Well, just keep going. It's nasty about everything.
Well, you have to make a choice now. Remember, you're playing with Ginny Mizek here, and see if you can get on the same wavelength with her. David, the one thing we don't want you to do is think.
Oh, all right.
Just,
Okay, well, then I'm all right. I'm
You're-
home free.
that's right.
Oh, terrific.
Thinking is not allowed,
Oh,
David.
well, then I'm a winner.
All right, here we go. The Don Rickles doll. Have you heard about it, Ginny? You wind it up, and it makes a nasty remark about your blank.
Face.
Face. She said face. Still haven't gotten to you yet, have we? We're going to get you. David, face is what she says.
I was just one syllable away. I said race.
Race. Terrific.
Well, I usually does.
You were one consonant away. What do you
What did I
say?
say? Syllable?
They wouldn't perk up if Betty took off her clothes or anything, would they?
Maybe. What do you say?
I tell you, she was one of the best strippers in Jersey. Her mother used to play the piano for her. It was terrific. I said there was sexual preference.
Okay. Does it make you nervous when you say those words? Yeah. Charles?
Show the clock. Let them see this gorgeous gold clock. See my green hand? White.
White. All right. Ginny said face. the Don Rickles doll, you wind it up and makes a nasty remark about your face. What do you say, Ava?
I'm so nervous. I'm so brilliant today. It's not the real me. I said face.
You did.
I don't know. Something is wrong with me. I usually goof on everything.
Yes.
Well, he said you were playing.
You don't have
do.
to agree.
Oh, no, but when you get two weirdos together, then sometimes they match up there. Richard, show us yours, if you please. Wife. Don Rickles would make a remark about your wife, right?
Yeah, but Ava was right. He makes nasty about everything. I
Yes, he
said
does.
nationality.
Nationality. Yes, he does that, too. Does a little bit of everything. So there we are in the middle of round one. Ginny, you've matched one. Yours will be long in a moment. Right now, we've got this for you. Hurry back. Here we go now. The other round one question. Lynn, this is yours. Listen carefully. You all will listen carefully, will you? Thank you.
We were just chatting through the commercial.
I know that. Now listen, you may not know this, but the Bionic Woman was built by an automobile company, and last week they recalled her because she kept blanking. You know the Bionic Woman?
That's a person.
She was built... No.
The bionic
Now, wait a
woman is a person.
Now pretend there is such a creature as a bionic woman that is made out of spare parts from an old astronaut spaceship, okay?
Uh-huh.
And that it's really
Why did
true.
they call back?
What's that? Well, they recalled. You know, when they recall an automobile because there's something defective in it, one of the big companies will do that occasionally. Said everybody would...
I am not so good in parts.
Yeah, but... Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Put her all together.
What the heck
Last
did
week-
they recall?
They recalled the Bionic Woman because she kept blanking. You do understand, don't you?
Not well. I don't like this question.
Oh, it's a wonderful question. Talmud here.
It's my lecture.
Put in there.
Hello there, Lynn.
Hello.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Charles is finishing up. I'll read while he's writing. You may not know this, but the Bionic Woman was built by an automobile company, and last week they recalled her because she kept blanking.
Leaking.
Leaking.
What did you say?
She said it kept leaking.
Leaking.
Oil leak from the transmission?
That's true.
Or the differential, or from
Yes,
the...
that's true, too.
Too
from
much
the pan?
oil, too much
What do you
oil,
say?
too much gas.
Or the radiator, something like that?
That's right. Too much oil, or too much gas causes backfiring.
Backfiring. Okay. Naturally. Brett?
I don't suppose I should give my lecture on my car that
No.
I hate, that
No.
I bought that is made by a foreign country, that I'm going to sell very cheaply. I said stalling and falling apart, as cars are likely to do frequently. Thank you.
I love my car. Hello, Charles.
Mine gives me no trouble. The same make as yours. Stalling.
Stalling. Now, the answer that Lynn came up with was leaking. Radiator, transmission, something like that. What do you say?
I told you I'm mechanically very bad. I said the brakes were all cuckoo.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, it's not very good,
We're
is
all
it?
cuckoo. Cuckoo.
Stalling.
Stalling. That's a very good answer, isn't it? Don't you think so, my dear?
I mean, read the question one more
Here.
time.
The Bionic Woman was built by an automobile company, and last week they recalled her because she kept blanking.
Because she kept brakes were all cuckoo. It
Yes.
doesn't scan real
No,
well.
right.
Like that. Stalling.
But she is a poet, isn't she?
Didn't
In
work
spite
very
of it.
well.
All right, here we go to round two. The score is 1-0 in favor of Ginny at the end of round one. And Ginny, again, you have a choice of A or B.
B, please.
B it is. One person does not play, and that's Ava.
I did match?
You matched Ginny.
Yeah,
How
face.
could I?
Both
Well,
said
remember,
face.
face. You wrote the word face.
Oh, yes, that's the old
Yes,
one. I'm
right.
sorry.
That was round one.
I thought that the leaking was
Okay. I understand. Yeah.
Quiet, children.
Fred said, I think my wife is having an affair with the mailman. She has the words handle with care stamped on her blank. Quickly. Handle with care stamped on her blank.
Say anything you want.
He said quickly. I
I'll spell it for you.
Okay, Ginny. Fred said, I think my wife is having an affair with the mailman. She has the words handle with care stamped on her blank.
Derriere?
Derriere. Okay, David, what'd you say?
Well, I thought he got to her before she turned around. I had bosom.
Bazoom there. Brett?
He was leaving the room at the time. Buns.
Buns, there's one match. Charles?
Upper frontal.
Upper frontals. And Richard?
Half and half.
Boobalas there. And Miss Betty?
Derriere.
Derriere. That's 3 for her. Okay. Don't go away. We've got this for you. We're going. Goodbye. Join us next time. So long. Thanks.
This is John Olson speaking for Match Game 78, a Mark Christian Bill Todman production.